just made it to Ghent, which is another pretty big Belgian city. We caught a train this morning from Antwerp. Our first train was delayed, but we ended up getting on another one that was going to the same station. All worked out. And we made it to our hotel, which is called the Budget Ibis Damport. I don't know. I'll put it in the bottom. It's really long. I don't know. And it is very budget. It's a very basic hotel, but we're only here for a couple nights, so it should work out. And right now, I think the first thing that we're going to do is go head out and try to find a cafe or some sort of lunch because it is raining. And it's supposed to be raining for a while, so that's going to be fun. So on our way over to the Old Town, we found the Sint-Baafs Abbey, which is an old 15th century structure, or it was destroyed in the 15th century by a king, and they just never really did anything with it. I think there's a garden.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to get inside, but
we gotta look. It's open. Open the weekends in the winter, and then it looks like they're open for this free visit. This is cool. It's pretty cool. I love how it's all overgrown and they have a bunch of the old statues and stuff still intact.
There's a bunch of half-completed sculptures.
Why are they only half completed?
I imagine because they were probably working when the place was destroyed, right?
This is really cool. I'm trying to be quiet. It's so quiet in here. I've got to say, for what this is, I think it's pretty cool that it's one, free, and two, there aren't that many tourists. Like, if this was in a lot of cities, it'd be just flooded with people. And probably like 15 euro.
Yeah, that's right.
This is listed as like a top thing to do here.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool though. I felt like, I don't know, just kind of transported you into another little world. It was neat. But we're gonna keep on walking on to the Old Town, which I think is straight ahead. It kind of reminds me of like Amsterdam, but less compact, if that makes sense. And more like, it has like a more neutral color palette, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and less trees.
And less trees. Less big trees. Those will be big one day. We just stumbled on this church. I don't know if we can go inside. We're going to check right now, but it was under renovations a couple of years ago. But I guess it has a name that has something to do with the devil. Nothing to do with the church, but it was the last person who owned it. A little ironic. This seems like a place where like students come to study. And there's a beer on tap if you want to study and get drunk. How do you think you pronounce the name of that castle? Broei?
Brewery.
Brewery?
Brewery.
Brewery? Oh, well, I guess it's appropriate for a bar. Yeah, castle turned student bar / study area. It was interesting. Very quiet and cigarette-y inside.
Yeah. We're at Sint-Baafs Cathedral, which is a major landmark. We're about to go inside and check it out.
Look, there's a bone in it. Huh. This church houses a very famous piece of art. It's an altarpiece, and it was well preserved through the church's history. This is the line to go see it. It's €12.50 per person.
One of my favorite things about Ghent is that there's just so much stuff packed in right on top of each other because it's just got, you know, centuries of history. So we were just in Sint-Baafs, which you can sort of see there, but
Over there, that
yeah,
one.
just 100 feet away is a bell tower from the 1300s, which is fantastic in itself. And then over here you have their famous city hall, which has been built on top of itself over the ages. So you have the Renaissance facade there, which is kind of plain and boring in my opinion, but the Gothic facade is like really, really cool. As ornate as it gets. And then they have new stuff too. Yeah, that's their famous market hall, I guess.
And it was under the St. Bavo, which is the nickname for that church. I can't remember the full name. It was under that one, I believe they found like walls of human remains.
Yeah,
Like
so I read
right?
about it. 6 million people's remains.
6 million?
6 million.
What?
Yeah. Favorite statue is a lady watching cat videos on her cell phone.
It does look like it, doesn't it?
A little bit.
I'm digging Gent so far. I feel like every corner you turn, there's just like a castle or an old church or something.
Something cool, yeah.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Oh,
Sold out.
Of course
We can at
you
least
do.
go in to see like part of it. They said this was the Castle of the Counts. It was built around the year 1100, and it has a gun collection as well as a collection of torture devices. We just heard some thunder, so I think we're gonna go hide out in a restaurant for a minute. We keep getting just dumped on by rain. Been going with kind of like hole-in-the-wall type places. This is one of them, Syrian. Looks like, try it, like a Syrian falafel, and you got kofta. Okay. And it looks good, very hole-in-the-wall, like.
To save money, we've been eating a lot more falafels, wraps and stuff. I've never had Syrian food before.
It should be good. There's a lot of immigration to this area from those regions of the world. You get a lot of this type of cuisine.
Super good. It's wrapped in all sorts of like parsley and chili and spices, hummus.
I love this type of cuisine, like the Middle Eastern cuisine. I think this really brings out a lot of like the best flavors of it. Like herby. It has like that like almost gaminess, but like not gamey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not bad gaminess to the meat. I don't know how to describe it. Fresh veggies. I like this. Good. That first bite was all hummus, but that hummus is so good.
Well, it's even better than that one.
Really delicious. Might have to come back. If you're ever in Europe and need some like good cheap eats, I would lean towards like the, I don't know, like Mediterranean or Middle Eastern type cuisines. They bring so much good food, and it's cheap too. Right, so there's probably a little bit of a jump in the video right now. We got completely rained out and ended up having to even hide in a parking garage for a little bit, just pouring. So didn't have the camera out, but we're gonna continue showing you Ghent.
It's just expansive. You just wander around for hours. It's like Venice or something. It's just a cobweb of streets. You just go look at cool things. That's a pretty nice building.
Yeah, great architecture, just everywhere you look pretty much.
Yeah,
That's another massive church. I
Yeah.
don't even know if we made this one.
No,
yet or
we
not.
haven't. We haven't done this cathedral.
I'm starting to get confused. There's so many.
Yeah, I know, right? You can't use the church as a landmark in this town.
Yeah. I mean, look at this street. Like, it's unreal. I love it.
I know.
I feel like I'm on like a movie set or a video game or
I know.
something.
Look at that golden retriever.
I feel like you were going to say something and then your face just immediately went to that golden.
More important than even, looking at the market.
Golden retriever.
Checking out golden retrievers.
Yeah, of course. Like,
Look,
it is a top quality golden.
Yeah.
This is scary.
I know.
It's like something you'd find at the end of your bed in a horror movie. Candies I want to try.
Yeah, it are those.
It are those. Well, just around the corner. You can get the candy a lot cheaper. This is what we wanted to try.
€5 and all the traditional ones €4.
Are these purple ones inside the traditional ones too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Those
mix
are
in.
made with the traditionals are made with raspberry.
Okay.
Then we have lemon, orange, strawberry, and apple.
Oh, that sounds good. Okay. And did you want chocolate too?
We can save it for Brussels.
Okay, you want to save it? Okay.
Wait.
Oh.
If you give me everything, you have 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5.
you wanna do that?
Then
Yes.
I give you
Yeah.
a note.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And I'm happy with the coins.
Great.
I'm glad. I was just going a little bit further to where the picturesque greenery is. Also reduce the odds of that's gross and horse.
We're getting our medieval on right now. So while you're in Ghent, there's a candy you have to try here. It's called a Cuberdon, also called Ghent Noses. I think you can get them in other parts of Belgium as well. And they're not very popular in the United States because they have a pretty short shelf life. So the outside is like a sugar, crystalline type thing, and the inside's supposed to be gooey, gelatinous. This is the traditional one. It's supposed to be a raspberry flavor. And I guess these were discovered kind of by mistake when a pharmacist here was trying to figure out how to lengthen the shelf life of medicine. And he discovered the crystalline structure kind of became gooey on the outside and decided to make candy out of it. I was not expecting that. You not like it?
For our Americans out there, it sort of tastes like Swedish fish.
No, it tastes like dots in Swedish fish. This tastes like a dot. I don't think I can eat any more of these. I'm gonna have to package these away or I'm gonna get sick. They're so sweet. All right, now where to?
I don't know, Randy.
I feel like Ghent isn't really well covered by a lot of travel guides and stuff. Same with Antwerp. A lot of stuff like this just isn't even listed.
Maybe if you search in Dutch.
That's true, or French.
Yeah.
Just read about this place. It's called the Friday Market. I guess on Fridays and Saturdays they have a big market here so you can go shopping. And then there are a few cool things surrounding it like alleyways with old architecture, shopping areas, and there's also a museum nearby.
We're in Groot Cannon Plein, which is where the Groot Cannon is. I guess this is the biggest cannon they ever made in the olden days. And it was only ever used once. And don't quote me on this because I'm not an expert, right? I just read it online, but they used it once and the cannonball just fell out, totally, didn't work at all. And here it is.
Hey, maybe that's why it's so well preserved. They just didn't quite have the physics down.
Yeah, it just never got used, And here it is, 700 years later.
Yeah, they said this is over 24,000 pounds.
Wow.
Hard to believe.
I don't think it's hard to believe.
Alan says it's not hard to believe, but I think it's kind of hard to believe. Did they put a mirror in it too? Hi.
I know, that's bigger than a lot of Japanese capsule hotels.
Yeah, right? The Cuberdons syrup.
Yeah.
You can put it on your waffle.
I know. This is a nice little respite from the tourists.
That's what I was just thinking. We just found this peaceful, beautiful area down by the canals. Okay, so this is the museum we were trying to see, but once again, we are definitely striking out with the restoration projects. I feel like it's happened a lot lately.
What you gonna do?
Nothing. Skip it. Head to the
Figuring out
next spot. This looks like a more modern shopping district.
There you go,
Okay,
Randy.
there it is. This is the Grafitti Street. It's like, not like murals done really, but it looks like anybody just kind of comes down here and does art.
Yeah, and that's one cool thing if, you do art, but a lot of it was just like people just seemed like testing.
Kids.
Yeah. Oh, that one's pretty good. I like that.
The cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the jaws.
Yeah, that's good too.
A neat little spot. We met a local musician / artist that was graffitiing on the wall. Kind of neat. I don't know what else we're gonna go do. Maybe go grab lunch somewhere. Thank you. Now we have our Ghent magnet to add to our collection. Oh, these look so good.
Yes, it's,
Look. What do you think they are?
I don't know.
Can we do 1 and 1? Okay. Oh, that's so weird.
Nothing.
Thank you. We were just walking by that little cafe and the desserts looked so good we had to try them. They looked like some sort of meringue covered in cream and then dipped in whatever dessert flake. This one was a speculoos, so like what do you call it in the States?
It's like a cinnamon cookie.
Cinnamon cookie, yeah.
like-
Tastes like Christmas. And then that one's chocolate.
Oh, it's so soft.
Is it really sweet?
So sweet. Sweeter than sugar on its own. It's delicious.
How much were these total? I forgot.
$3.60.
Not terrible for like a,
Handmade dessert.
yeah.
It's really delicious.
Which one do you like better?
Speculoos. So this one, it really brings out the buttery flavor of the cream, having the speculoo cookie in there.
Is it speculoos or speculoos? Oh,
Probably neither. We're probably saying it totally wrong.
So it's like a soft meringue, not like that like hard junk. You can see it's a chocolate flavor. It's so light. It's like eating like a little sweet cloud, but it's so sweet. It's like, I don't know, it almost like messes with your brain for a second. It's like, whoa, like just pure sugar rush. And then this one's that cookie flavor. Also looks delicious. The meringue, I don't know if you can see it. It's like really soft. Okay. This one. I think the chocolate one's good. This one has a more subtle sweetness. And you're right, the cream is like thicker. It really brings out the flavor of the cream rather than overwhelms it with just like a sweetness. This is so good. And if you want to try it, that's the name of their shop.